And welcome to News Channel 3's special Taking Action Against Crime.
We have teamed up with police helping catch wanted fugitives in Hampton Roads. So far, with your help, we've helped nab 95 people. And now, Newport News police need your help to catch thieves getting away with air conditioner units worth thousands of dollars. The worst part is the victims are churches. Juliette Bickford has the story.
One of the fellows said, "Where are the air conditioning units?" And I said, "Right over there." And he goes, "No, they're not."
That's how Chuck Harrison found out 2 air conditioner units had been stolen from the offices of the Peninsula Baptist Association. That was 3 weeks ago. Then over the weekend, AC bandits hit Faith Presbyterian Church on Harpersville Road. Heather Ingalls discovered 2 of their air conditioners were gone on Saturday morning.
I said, well, we've been robbed, so who would steal from a church? You just don't think that.
Pastor Gary Rich thought the same thing when he learned Sunday night 3 of his AC units had disappeared. This is all that's left at Asbury Wesleyan Church, less than a mile away from Faith Presbyterian.
Why in the world would somebody rob from the church? And I don't have answers for that. I think maybe they think that we can recoup the losses quickly, or they don't even care.
The problem is, it's not going to be easy for any of these churches. In fact, Peninsula Baptist Association might have to replace their whole air conditioning system because it won't be compatible with the new outdoor units, and that could cost $20,000.
It hurts our ministry. It hurts our ability to help people who are in need, which is what our churches do.
And it isn't just happening to churches. Newport News Detective Stephen Riando says they've seen a spike in AC thefts from businesses and homes since January.
They go after them for the metal, the scrap value of the metal, particularly the copper and the aluminum.
At Faith Presbyterian, they tried to protect their investment. In this case, the fence was no deterrent. The thieves came in here, cut the power, and then they cut all these cords, including the Freon tube. That's the same M.O. for the other 2 thefts. A bold crime frustrating victims.
Conscience, something. It's wrong. You have to know that.
Pastor Gary says God will prevail.
We just put our faith in that and trust that God will deal justly with all parties involved.
And with your help, police can catch these thieves. Investigators want to hear from you if you see anyone suspicious hanging around churches or businesses after hours.
Don't confront them, but try to get as much information of vehicle and suspect information as you can and just pass it on to the department.
If you have any information about these air conditioner thefts in Newport News, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. You don't have to leave your name, and you could get a cash reward.
And here is another opportunity for you to take action against crime. This fugitive wanted for murder. This is Leon Jamar White. Norfolk police say he is a suspect in Kelvin Walker's murder. Now, that murder happened on Holt Street on Sunday. White's last known address is on Hodges Ferry Road in Portsmouth. If you have any information about Leon White, call the crime line.
And here is a disturbing case from Newport News. Investigators turned to News Channel 3 for help catching an accused child molester.
Fantasy. And it's a depraved fantasy.
Internet predators watching child pornography.
It's a subculture, and it's underground.
Investigators say this accused child molester broadcast his sexual assaults live over the internet in Newport News. His victim, a 10-year-old girl. Detective Dinah Balthus has been on a manhunt for Jose Rodriguez Hernandez since she first found out about the crime in mid-December.
I think I must have passed out about 50 of those flyers.
She's put these wanted posters all over the peninsula. Still, 3 months later, no one knows where this accused child molester is. Newport News police think he is still in the area, probably hiding out with friends. He goes by the name Alex.
Alex is an internet predator. These people are dangerous. These people prey on children.
We first told you about the sexual abuse case in December. Court documents obtained only by News Channel 3 say Rodriguez Hernandez forced the girl to perform the sexual acts for the online audience at least 3 times a week for 2 years. Detective Balthus has gone inside the depraved world of internet predators looking for answers in this case. She hopes Alex is caught soon.
Because I like to talk to him. I like to ask him one question: why? Why did you do it? And I hope I get that opportunity very soon.
It's not just police who want to talk to Alex. His mom has a message for him.
Please come home, because she's scared for his safety. She just wants him to turn himself in.
You can help police get justice for the victim by making an anonymous call to the crime line.
Just take action. Just do it.
Newport News police say Alex Rodriguez Hernandez could be doing some type of manual labor like finishing work or cleaning up at a construction site. Police say Alex likes to cook and could be spotted at an area grocery store. He appears very young and is very small, just 5'3" and 125 pounds. If you have any information about him, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. You can remain completely anonymous and you could get a cash reward. Taking action against crime, Juliet Bickford, News Channel 3.
And up next on News Channel 3's Special, taking action against crime. Calling the crime line isn't your only way to take action. Now, cities are embracing new technology.
Then, how taking action against crime is getting big results in just less than an hour. Next.
And welcome back to News Channel 3's Special, taking action against crime.
Now, you hear us say call the crime line a lot. We say it so many times during the newscast, but it's not the only way to take action against crime.
Our own Juliet Bickford was the first to go behind the scenes in Virginia Beach, where they're giving you a lot of options.
It may make them feel more comfortable not having to speak to someone actually on the phone.
Now, crime line tips in Virginia Beach can come in by text or over the internet. Detective Tanya Borman is in charge of the crime line program at the Virginia Beach Police Department. She says the 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP phone number is vital to solving cases. So is keeping the tipsters anonymous. Detective Borman demonstrated how this new technology does just that. To text a tip, type crimes or 274-637 as the number. Then type VB tip. I tried it out with my phone. I've got VB tip with no spaces, and I have a tip for you about a robbery. And I'll just leave it at that. Press send and the tip goes to the crime line computer.
To give it a second.
That's really fast. That was less than a minute. Here's what the police department sees.
There is nothing on here that indicates who the tipster is. It literally says tipster and the date and time it came in and then what your tip was.
In fact, there's no way to trace who sent the tip.
It actually goes through several different servers to another state, even out of country, where it gets scrambled into the system and then it gets directed towards me.
Same goes for web tips. Go to crimesolvers.com and click on Give a Tip. A long form pops up for you to give your information.
The nice thing about this program is it asks questions in detail, and it affords that tipster the opportunity to really think about the answers before they type it in.
And with both text and web tips, investigators can reply to the tipster to ask questions, up to a point.
Of utmost importance is the anonymity of the tipster, and we want the tipster to feel comfortable talking to us. So again, at any time they don't feel comfortable, they can stop the conversation.
Now, Virginia Beach isn't the only city that lets you text in your tips.
This is the software that you guys are using to take in these text tips, and I don't see any phone number up there.
No, we don't get anything as far as a phone number, nothing to identify anybody where it comes from.
Yes, just like calling Crime Line, you are still anonymous. Just text the word Portsmouth and your tip to crimes. That's the number 247637. You will get a text back with your Crime Line identification number, and that's how you will claim your reward. It's another way to send your tips to the new Crime Line computer program. Just go to the Portsmouth Police Department's website and click on the Crime Line logo. An online form then pops up.
Fill out all the information that you can. If you don't know it, leave it blank.
Once again, police will never know the tipster is you, and you can claim your cash reward if they make an arrest.
Coming up next, a taking action against crime success story, how we got results in less than 1 hour. That is next. And welcome back to News Channel 3's Special, taking action against crime. Police in Newport News are looking for a man they call a violent felon, and Juliet Bickford has the details.
Newport News police say this is the face of a violent felon, 31-year-old Anthony Jermaine Hall. He's charged with shooting a man in these apartments off Jefferson Avenue in Denby.
The victim told police he was walking along this sidewalk when he heard, "I'll let loose on him right now." Then he heard gunshots. The victim started running, but he was hit by 2 bullets.
It happened in September. Police say the victim recovered and Hall went on the run. Now investigators hope you can help find him.
I think it would help the victim rest a little bit easier when he continues to walk up and down the street or carry about his day-to-day activities.
Police believe Hall is still in the area. He has 2 neck tattoos. On the left side, a cross with the number 757, and on the right, a crown with the name Shanika. Keep an eye out.
Oftentimes, these criminals will continue to hide in Newport News or just walking up and down the streets, every day.
Police say Hall is armed and dangerous, and he has a criminal history. He's charged with a probation violation and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Anthony Hall's last known address is on Woodland Road in Hampton. He could be unemployed or working odd jobs. If you have any information about him, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. You don't have to leave your name, and you could get a cash reward.
Well, it's more than just showing you who police are looking for. News Channel 3, all about getting results.
And a lot of times we're getting them very quickly. Just last week, a fugitive was arrested less than an hour after our story.
In less than an hour from when the story aired, this guy was in handcuffs, and there's no better feeling.
Last night, we told you about Robert Ross. He was wanted for stealing from his friend, who was in the hospital in a coma. That was on News Channel 3 at 11.
11:40, we get our first phone call from a tipster saying that they believed he was at a residence.
Police got moving on that tip right away.
Right around midnight, right as officers are arriving on scene, Ross himself calls and says that I was just on the news and I would like to turn myself in.
Mission accomplished. Ross was arrested.
That's the beauty of taking action against crime, where we work with the police department and Channel 3 together in getting fugitives caught and getting bad guys put in jail, and that's what's the case here.
Ross now faces numerous felony charges. He's accused of taking his friend's credit cards to steal almost $2,000 from ATMs, and police say Ross used his friend's car. All while the poor guy is laid up in the hospital. Now Ross will have to face the music and possibly his old friend.
He had been wanted for about a month, and detectives weren't able to get their hands on him. So we turned to taking action against crime.
And we love hearing success stories like that, but we can't get results without you. Right now, you can go to WTKR.com and then under Taking Action, click on Taking Action Against Crime. You can see stories we've done on other wanted fugitives, success stories, and you can look through the mugshot gallery. You can search by your city and see if you recognize the folks police are looking for. Then just take action against crime.
And again, the big emphasis, it's anonymous, and one, you're doing something very powerful and positive for the community, and there's some cash money there for you.
And sleep better at night, let's face it. And that's it for News Channel 3's special Taking Action Against Crime.
We thank you for watching. Good night.